All right, so we're working today. Obviously, I mean, shit, we're filming. So we're headed to the track cutter. We're gonna be doing some thinning this morning. I'm gonna set y'all up. It's gonna be a cutting video. I'm kind of hang y'all around on some trees and let y'all kind of watch me do some work, walking through some knee-high grass here, and I'm hoping we don't come across Mr. ginormous copper-headed rattlesnake water moccasin, as I'm sure there's a few out this morning, which is it's oddly cool this morning for Louisiana standards. It's like 55 degrees in May, the end of May, Memorial Day weekend at that. It's odd. So anyway, we got, I think when we started this morning, we had 14 loads to get. We're in some pretty good first inning. And so that's going to be our storyline for the day. Can we get our first inning? Can we get our loads for the day? And can we get our thinning caught up here? And can I make it to the track cutter safely without getting snake bit? So anyway, y'all go get your popcorn, your Coke, your candy, whatever you like to sit and eat and watch my stuff with. We're fixing to do some logging, baby. Good news is, we made it to the track machine. It's still a little warm from yesterday. Now let's get in her. Whoa! Alright, so I'll show you my morning routine here real quick. So what we do, climb up here in this old track machine. First, take the coffee bottle. That's extremely important to have for the day. So we take that and put it up. Then we flip our old handy dandy lunchbox around here, get our water bottle, and put it up in a cup holder. Then, usually kind of open our old bag here. And look, see what we got for lunch, see what the wife packed us. Yeah, I'm spoiled, she packs my lunch. Looks like we got a little decent something. Ooh, we got homemade skitty in there. So then that goes behind the seat, like so. Then we crawl on up in here. It's time to hit the keypad and get her busted off. So you turn the key on, turn the air conditioner off, where it was on the day before. Let the old computer finish booting up. Then put in your high-tech, super top secret security code. Y'all can't see it. And then you press enter. Then you, we're not checking oil or anything this morning. We done that yesterday. We know she's good. And actually, let's just double check it since she's been sitting overnight. Before we do that, this here is your trees that we cut yesterday. Gonna go in here. Gonna clear it out. I always start. Shut up, Mr. CB. I always start fresh every day. When I keep up how many stems I do. And we also gonna go back here to fluid economy. That's how many gallons I burnt yesterday. My gallons an hour. We'll reset that so we kind of keep up with that. I'm weird when it comes to that kind of stuff. I like keeping up with my numbers on the fuel and the stems. It helps me keep up with, like if I don't fill up today, it helps me keep up how many gallons I've actually burnt, so I know kind of like how many gallons to be expecting for fuel deliveries and everything like that. I don't know, and I'm weird about numbers. I like having them right. Work myself in the daggone bushes back here. Good Lord. You making your way around the machine. You always want to grab your handfuls of trash that's on top of it. Kind of give her a good brushing off what you can reach. You know, it's just some operators don't do that, but I'm not most operators. Get over here and you take your old dipstick. Gotta unscrew it. She just got some fresh Schaefer's oil put in her the other day. Focus. Focus! I guess it don't want to focus. Anyway, y'all can see good enough to see that it's right in the middle. You got 3 dots. And so long as it's in that 3 dot range, you're good. So, yeah, she's good. Look around, inspect for some possible leaks or whatever. The oil filter's good. We're good on coolant, antifreeze, whatever you want to call it. Don't see anything else just pouring out. Step over here, check your hydraulic oil level. She's topped off, which neat thing about the John Deere stuff that I really like is you got this thing out here you can kind of look at whenever you're doing your morning inspection. But also on the other side over there, and I'll step over and show you, pull this Tarzan vine down. There is another hydraulic gauge over here that you can kind of watch, that you can see from the operator's cab, which is really nice. Like if you go to smelling hydraulic oil or something sometime throughout the day, you can just look out the window over there and be like, nope, she's good. And you don't got to worry about stopping and getting out and looking or waiting until you see the light come on or anything else. So, yeah. Do a visual inspection of your boom. Don't see anything wrong with it. Don't see any missing bolts on the saw covers or the turn motors or anything like that. No limbs jobbed up in anything. We got adequate grease coming out of the pins up there. I got the damn hiccups this morning. Something crazy. So, yeah. Sounds like that's why I'm out of. That's why it sounds like I'm out of breath. I mean, I'm fat also, so I mean that don't help. But yeah, it hiccups. I hate hiccups. right, so let me go over kind of what we're doing here. Start here with my pile of wood. So y'all can see that it's good stuff, it's good wood, but everything in here, like this bigger budded tree right here, it goes right here and it forks. That's a piece of pulpwood. This right here, I mean, yes, don't get me wrong, there may be some mills that can do 5-inch out of this, but I don't have anything that close to me. It's like, our market is pulpwood around here. That's what we're after. We're after pulpwood. Could some of this be chip and saw in some of y'all's places? Absolutely. But that's not that's not what it's being sold for. And this is a special stand because it's older. Y'all can see it's good wood and everything else. It's one of these stands. It's got mist for years and years and years to be thin because it stays wet, really wet in here. And we're pretty dry right now. So what we're doing is we're going through here and we're removing all the pulpwood down to a 70 basal area, or until I just get the pulpwood out. So it may be at a 90 or 100 basal area, just like right here. Y'all can still see the tops are kind of thick on this right here. So what we're doing is I'm leaving all of the log trees, and then hopefully in 10 years they'll come in here and it'll be, not hopefully, it will be, because this stuff is still in prime. I wish I could show y'all on some of the stumps. We can do it right here. But y'all can see here the way these rings, you know, where the tree was smaller, they were bigger, wider, and then they've gotten tighter and tighter and tighter. But for the most part, the tree is still growing. These trees are still growing. They're still doing their thing. They're still doing what needs to be done. So we're removing all the pulpwood and I'm leaving all of the logs, even if it means it's still a little thick. You know, I'm not necessarily just thinning it down to a true 70 basal area. I'm working with the timber company here to get this opened up and get the pulpwood out of it. That way all that's left is chip and saw logs or ply logs for their clear cut crew. That way they don't, one, the timber company's not losing a whole bunch of money on pulpwood that's going to die in here in the next 10 years, and then two, the clear cut crew, you know, they don't have a ton of pulpwood quota, so to where there's not a whole bunch of pulpwood standing on this, get that out of here, and this stuff is going to grow. This stuff's going to make some really nice logs now. This is going to make, this is going to plump up, and this is going to be a fine stand of timber for somebody to clear cut in about 10 years. But anyway, so that's what we're doing. We're just going through here. We're thinning out all the pulpwood, the trashy trees, the whippy trees, like show y'all right here, like this tree right here. You see it crooks. This tree here's got a crook. Like I said, this one here forks. You can see this one up here, that right there, that's another fork right there. You know, there's some little bit smaller that could go for small chip and saw right now, but they may be crowding a big tree like what this one is. And you see how that crown's good and open now? That tree's gonna make a fine log. I mean, there's already a 35-foot log in that, and then on top of it now, it'll end up making a, you know, you may get a 35 and a 26, or two 26s, or, you know, two 26s and a 17 now. And then there's going to be even a lot of these little bit smaller trees, kind of like this one right here, that'll end up making a pole. And there's a track that adjoins this one that I'm going to try and talk them into letting me cut too, that's really old. And hopefully we can get in there and get it opened up a little bit. Man, that thing right there is going to make poles galore. And when I say poles, I mean telephone poles, actual telephone poles. So y'all can see here what it looks like before. And just like right here, I'm going to leave this tree, this tree, this tree, and I'll take this tree, leave this tree, and then take that next tree out there on the outside edge. And then that'll get, and then all this little tree in the inside there, this little tree, that other little tree, that other little tree. All those little trees, they'll come out and show y'all. Well, actually, this is a good spot right here. You see this tree right here, this little bitty one? She's already dead. The timber is done starting to thin itself out, and that will continue to accelerate over time, especially in the next 10 years. A lot of these better, what would be chip and saw trees, it'll kill it. It'll kill them off. So, I mean, the timber company ain't made nothing off of that, and then it'll just continue to stunt the growth for the big trees, and that's why we're in here to begin with, thinning all of our stuff. Timber has a lifespan, and if you don't thin it, it will thin itself. So you've got money invested in this. You don't make a killing off of the thinnings. You make your money off of the final harvest, the clear cutting. So you're not making a killing off of this thinning, but you're not throwing away money. You're making enough to kind of like sustain for future, you know, fertilization and everything else and the management of the land. So it's beneficial, very beneficial, one for the timber, and then two for you, that you're not just losing that money. Because if you don't thin it, not only are you losing money on your thinning side, like your pulpwood that's going to die, you're going to be overloaded with pulpwood when it comes time to clear cut it. And then your big trees that should have made, you know, 28, 30-inch stump ply logs, those aren't going to be there no more. They're going to be at best, you know, 18, 20-inch trees, and you'll end up having to sell 70% of your stand for oversized chipping saw, where you won't. I mean, in our market around here for clear cutting, the main market is ply logs, plywood lumber logs, and so I mean, we have the largest, two of the largest. The one is the largest in America, if I remember reading right, and another one is one of the largest major plywood producing mills in America, right here, you know, right here in this general area. So we're not going for chip and saw stuff. We're going for plywood logs, and so that's what we're doing. We're just going through, getting the pulpwood out, getting it opened up where this mess can take off like wildfire now and grow, and this is gonna make the timber company some fine money one day. All right, so we got done with our cutting. We're
and just in case you needed a reminder,
helping trim trucks, loading the last truck to be scaled for the day. That'll be number 15, and then we're loading 2 preloads for Monday. Me and myself, I'm fixing to get this kind of stock work truck up around here. Went to the store yesterday, got some antifreeze. So yeah, we're
6 months married, which y'all much more
putting that stuff up. But anyway,
good music, Rusty Mature.
Y'all.
Right before Rusty, we heard from that old Domag boy, Terry, leader of Terry and the Zydeco Bad Boys from his.
Anyway, so we're fixing to load. You want to see it back there? We're fixing to load the last truck for the day. Hope y'all enjoyed the video this morning with the cutting. Not a real long video. Just a little something y'all can watch, kind of keep up with me. And so who knows? We may turn the camera back on here in a minute. Let y'all watch Michael skid a minute or something. But, before then, y'all make sure y'all go down below, hit that like button and comment. Leave a comment and share this video if y'all don't mind. It helps get the reach out, and I think we're fixing to get back to the point we're going to focus on YouTube a good bit and see kind of where maybe we can take the YouTube stuff a little bit further. So I need y'all's support doing that. So y'all go down below and drop a comment and tell me what y'all like seeing, what y'all like about this video, where y'all from, what y'all up to on this Memorial Day weekend, and all that good stuff. But anyway, y'all hang tight. We'll be back in a second. Hey, you hush. I'm trying to video here. All right. So I said I'm trying to video here.
I don't care.
I know you don't care. Anyway, that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure I go.
Love y'all. Bye.
Yeah, subscribe, comment, like, all that good mess. Go find us on TikTok, Tick'em Talk, and hopefully y'all enjoyed that.
Move it over.
If y'all didn't like it, there's plenty of other YouTube channels to go watch. So till the next video, we'll catch y'all next time. What we telling Michael?
What?
We're gonna subscribe.
Oh yeah, that's what you gotta do. I don't know how to say that.
We'll catch y'all next time, guys. We're out of here.